What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to another episode of the Fair Shake Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Fats, aka The Beast. Now introducing the rest of the cast, starting with the captain.
Hey everybody, hope you guys enjoy this episode. It's Chris. On to the next host.
Good morning, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Whatever time you guys listening to this today, finna get mango no huevos. So this week, on Friday, I believe, and Thursday, we have the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. Also, in the coming weeks, we have Cyberpunk, and I believe Black Ops also drops this week as well. So I hope you guys are happy with your systems. We'd like to hear on the comments below which you get. And now on to the show.
All right, so I wanted to talk to you guys about, certain hobbies you guys have. During the pandemic, we weren't allowed to do certain shit, go places and shit like that. So I wanted to know what are some of your hobbies that you like to do that takes up most of your time at home. Things that you really enjoy to do.
Chris?
Um, at home, well, right, like I said in the one of the previous episodes, I've been reading My Hero. I also bought a book, which is kind of funny. I haven't bought a book in a while. It's a it's a David Wright book. It's like his about his career and stuff. He was a Mets player. So I like to read. Of course, obviously the one we all like to do, like watch TV, watch movies, play video games. Um, I used to really be into like I think last year or maybe early this year we were into Yu-Gi-Oh for a little bit too. I was we had a YouTube channel and everything. We were buying boxes, unboxing them and stuff. I remember I had opened a card that was super rare and I sold it for like $100, just one card. That's like the highlight. But right now we're playing a lot of I'm hooked on this Hero Clicks thing that we've been playing. It has Marvel DC characters. There's a lot more other ones, but mainly we play with the Marvel and DC characters. Super hooked on that right now. That's like the main hobby I have.
Um, so I've always had a hobby that I could remember. The most notable one that I've always been hooked on is probably Pokemon. Um, Pokemon cards, I used to collect them a lot growing up. And then, you go through the phase where like this is not cool anymore because you're like going into like your teens or whatever. So did that, but then right after, I really got into Yu-Gi-Oh, and I was hooked on that. Yu-Gi-Oh was my joint. Um, I remember my first started deck or structured deck was the Kaiba one with the blue eyes,
Oh yeah, of course.
and then I ended up getting a week later um the Yami Yugi one with
Mm-hmm.
with Dark
Dark
Magician.
Magician, yeah.
Yeah, but me and my sibling, Felipe Savage, we used to play all the time, like all the time, all the time, all the time. I remember we shared a room at one point, and we had like those folding tables that you get like in the 99-cent store. Sometimes they're like wooden, other times they're like got like that hard polyurethane with like the metal frames that you go open them and close them, like where you eat TV dinners on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had one of those, and we would like play test every day, like wake up, brush our teeth. I mean, at least I did. Get up, brush my teeth, and then be like, all right, let's play. We would just like practice or whatever. He would have his own friends in school that he would go and trade. Um, He was the con man of trading people things, I would say. And then for me, I was always like, when it came to Yu-Gi-Oh, I love the fact of like thinking things. Like I'm a real thinker. Like I like analyzing what you might do, and um with Yu-Gi-Oh, for me, it was like kind of like low key playing poker, because I would always have like a stoic face, and I would never show when I'm about to win or I'm about to break into the last like point, because you don't want to give off too much. Like if you looking at your hand or whatever, and you like really hype, you understand? They
Yeah,
know
of
that you got
course.
you got stuff, so they're gonna play like you basically you want to have like that song and dance. Like you want them to think something that you're gonna do and then do it a different way or a certain way, or
Hmm.
just that luck of just drawing things and like, oh shit, I got this. And then the more that we played, and I got into realizing how to manipulate the deck, not cheating wise, but how to like manipulate the deck. For example, um playing cards like Pot of Greed and Graceful Charity. So you would
Yeah,
draw
yeah,
two, then Graceful Charity, draw three, and then drop two. You
yeah.
understand? Like 'cause you want to get to your boss cards or whatever card faster. And realizing that there was ways that you can do that, not only with those cards. And before, like we would play standard rules, like everything was in play. And then we found out that there was a ban list, cards that you couldn't play with, cards that you could play with. And that automatically changed the game even more for me, at least for us. So that was one of my big hobbies. And then I would draw a lot. Like I was a really big, if you ask anybody, um I would draw all the fucking time, all the time. I would draw like Gundams, I would draw Dragon Ball Z characters. I mean, who didn't draw a Dragon Ball Z character? I remember being in not elementary, in junior high school, like around 6th, 7th grade, and we would take full loose sleeve sheets of paper and we would draw our own Pokemons, right? With like designs and shit and like the attacks or whatever. And we would literally play with fucking sheets of loose leaf at lunch. We would grab like our 5 sheets of cards or whatever that we had. And we had like certain rules amongst ourselves. Like you could only do this, you could only do that. So that was that. And then Hero Clicks, which you play it as well. I mean, Fats as well does too. And for me, it was like the best of both worlds. Like I was able to play with cards, see the way that things work, because I'm still learning. I'm by no means a pro at this game, but just like I like the chance and the being able to like roll and get a hit or stop somebody from doing something. Is nothing more gratifying, and especially that um it bleeds into the other things I like comics and superheroes and that stuff. Um, really is like a big appeal to me. Like I'm able to play with villains, superheroes, mix them together, or just one set of this, one set of that. I think is really cool. So I'll pass it on to you, Fats.
I got a couple hobbies. Of course, like you guys playing games, watching TV, shit like that. I also draw as well. Um, I've been drawing since I was about two. My mom has a story where she found me sitting in the bed, and she used to put these stickers on the wall, and she had the Dalmatians, Disney Dalmatians, and she said I sat there one day and I just started drawing all of them on a piece of paper. Since then, I've been drawing. I also write poetry. Right, I write some music. Um, I chef it up in the kitchen. Not a lot of guys can say that. Um, and that's pretty much it.
Uh,
I try to be a jack of all trades. Any little thing, if I can learn it, I try it. That way, I know a little bit of everything, opposed to mastering one thing and not know
I have a
anything
question
of
about
anything
your
else.
one of your hobbies, and that's the poetry. Have you ever tried slam poetry? Like where you go and they do the
Nah,
no.
never tried it.
But would you be open to that? Like if let's say COVID wasn't a fucking thing at the moment.
Um, yeah, Depending where, I mean, yeah, I would.
I know. I
It's not
remember.
a
I remember in college, I had went to like an event, like a poetry event, like that, and there was just some people that could just do it off the top of their head, and then there's some people that have so emotion to their words. It's like you start like crying,
yeah.
low key, like pass me the napkin, you know.
Yeah.
But I
I
like
guess
the
that would be kind of me.
I like the cooking one too, cause I don't know, something about cooking that's for me is therapeutic, and then I like to see when someone eats my food and they like content with it, or like they like, damn, yo, this hit, or
Yeah.
it's just something about that. So I agree with you to your points,
Yeah,
100%.
that shit is definitely one of the best feelings. You be in the kitchen, and especially if you try something new that you've never made before, or you just saw like a like a recipe that you saw you wanted to try. So you go out to the supermarket and you start getting the ingredients that you need. And you start pulling when you get home, you pull everything else out that you need, and you start making it. And then you finally give it to somebody to try it for the first time. They like, yo, this shit is banging, yo.
Hmm. And especially when
That's
you put your own, like, I'm sure that you have a certain like company or a certain seasoning or a certain thing that you know that you like to use,
yeah,
because
I do.
for example, like one thing I love about cooking, and this goes specifically for burgers, right? I feel that everyone can make a burger, and I feel like everyone can make it to a certain degree really, really
Mm,
good. You understand? And
mm,
there's so many iterations of that. Like me and Chris, and I know you said you had it before, but it's like the first time him and I had it. This is no sponsor or anything. Burger Time,
yeah.
and just like, bro, I, I had to be like a fucking anaconda mouth to bite into this burger, and just like just the flavors. Like if you really into cooking, you could pick up on like the seasonings and the flavors and the different shit. Like, oh my god, I tasted a hint of garlic and shit like that. Like the
Hmm.
fucking ratatouille rat, you know? Like that's what I feel like sometimes.
Yeah, everybody has to have their thing when it comes to cooking. Like my thing, I'm Spanish, Puerto Rican, so everybody knows when you come from Spanish house, everything is always rice and beans, rice and beans, rice and beans. So when you learn how your mom cooks it, you try to change things up a bit, right? So my mom, when she cooks rice with beans or white rice and beans, she usually uses like tomato paste or tomato sauce in her
Hmm.
beans and her rice. I substituted that part, and instead of that, I use ketchup because
I've
with the
never heard of that.
ketchup, yeah, it's everybody I tell that to thinks is mad weird.
I'm
But
not saying it's weird. I've never heard of it.
I'm like, but just hear me out because it does two things when it comes to my beans, right? When the ketchup is cooked, it thickens my beans and it gives the same consistency when you put tomato paste or tomato sauce. But with the ketchup, it also sweetens my beans, so that way the other spices doesn't overpower my beans. So
Yeah,
you
I see
get
what you're saying.
spice, you get salt, and you get sweet when you eat my beans. Get it? So it's like, you know,
You just reminded me of this story. So when I first got my apartment, it was me and my wife, and her sister was with us for a couple of months, right?
mm,
And they had went food shopping and whatever they bring back, whatever. And I was cooking the food. Now it was the Goya tomato sauce. I know exactly you know which I'm talking about.
yeah,
Little fucking lata, right?
little blue can.
Yeah. So I make the beans like regular and shit, da da da. And we all eating it, and I'm like, everybody's like, yo, this shit is spicy. I'm like, yo, this shit is fucking spicy, right? So we couldn't figure it out. I add more water to the thing, but now I hate. sorry, I can't eat agua beans. Like if them shits is like water, like if your beans, unless it's flavorful, that's the only way you get the pass from me.
Uh,
I can't eat where the beans is just like you put the beans and the juice just falls straight to the bottom of the plate. I can't fuck with that. So I put a little bit more water, but it was like wow. So I said, let me just add a little bit of more tomato sauce. So I open up another can, I put it in, and I mix it, and I'm like, yo, this shit is fucking spicy. What the fuck? What the fuck? And I couldn't, bro. I was just furious. So afterwards, I'm cleaning up, and I look at the fucking cans. They have bought like fucking 20 cans of tomato sauce picante. I was like, oh my God. Nobody decided to read the
oh
fucking label.
nah.
Nobody read the label. I was stressed, right? And ended up giving them away because there was like my sister-in-law, she had a friend that lived down the block from us. And I'm the type of person that if I have it, I'll offer it up. I'll say as long as you could come pick it up, it's yours. And she came and never mentioned that they were picante. I guess she just like hot sauce, just that was just a thing for her. So yeah, that's where I stand on the on that story.
That's funny. Um, yeah, but I mean that is good. That dudes because it's always in the air that the women are supposed to cook in the household. You know, and it's good that when guys know how to cook. My mama always told me, even if you end up by yourself, you gotta know everything. You gotta know how to cook. You gotta know how to wash clothes. You gotta know how to do this. Gotta know how to do that and shit like that. So that's
Chris,
how
do you
basically
cook?
how I learned.
Is there anything that you cook, Chris?
Um, cereal. Um,
Fucking rat bastard.
nah, I'm more of like I could do a nice little breakfast, but that's about it.
You know what I've been wanting to do? Getting one of those like I don't know if there's a bread that blah, 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 blah. There's a bread place that I used to go to frequently, and once in a while ask for maybe like a 5 6 foot just bun bread, and I just want to make a big ass sandwich out of that. But like it has to have like I want like good cold cuts. I want like good mayonnaise, good mustard because I like mustard.
Okay.
So I've been wanting like to make like a really big sandwich with like um potato chips and soda that slaps with it. Like it's just
Next
figuring it out.
IRL,
I mean, if you want
I'm just saying. I'm just
next
saying.
IRL, you wanted to do a spice of chip.
Oh yeah, you gotta get that.
We're talking about all this food, and we're basically Halloween just passed, and we have Thanksgiving, New Year's, Christmas, and all that other jazz. You guys have any favorite holidays and any least favorite holidays?
My two favorites are the ones coming up: Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those are like the best two to me. Thanksgiving, you see obviously the food. You see all your family and stuff. Sometimes I kind of want to do like I don't know about this year, maybe, but one of these years do like a friendsgiving, like all my close friends and stuff. But and then Christmas, we're too old to really celebrate it like we used to. But like seeing the faces of when you get your nieces and nephews what they want, and like
Mm-hmm.
your significant other, stuff like that is cool to me. So those are my two favorites, the ones coming up.
Your least?
Least favorite holiday. I don't know. I don't really have one. Like everything's. I like everything.
I
I would say
fucking
maybe Valentine's because that's like it's like overrated,
yeah.
but that's about it.
I fucking hate Fourth of July.
What?
Hate it, hate
Fourth of
it, hate
July
it,
is
hate it.
because of the
Because
fireworks?
of the fireworks.
Nah, Okay, so I could agree with you on that, but like I like it because the summer, the barbecuing, all that stuff. That's like my favorite time of the year, the summer. So I love Fourth of July. I would say Valentine's is the only one
That
because it's like you forced to like if you don't get your significant other something that day, it's like forget it. You're gonna
I,
be in jail.
I like to roll the my chances every year once in a while.
um, I'm on the same boat with Chris. I think everybody's favorite would be around Thanksgiving, Christmas, and it's not so much, uh, gifts and shit when it comes to Christmas. But I love spending time with family. You know what I'm saying? I'm a family man myself, and just being around family makes me happy. You know, um, whether we beefing or not, seeing everybody happy, seeing everybody together, enjoying themselves. That's what really I'm about. So I enjoy when it comes to Thanksgiving, even though, families should always make the time and preparations to always meet up, either if it's once a month or every other weekend, just to get together. I think that should be mandatory. It shouldn't have to result in 2 days a year, but that's just me. Least favorite, I don't really have a least favorite. I mean, any holiday that gives me a day off of work is a holiday for me. Um, I would say maybe it's not my least favorite, but I would say it's like my least celebrated because I've never celebrated like going into the city and bar hopping would be St. Patrick's Day. That
Yeah,
would be
that.
an experience to
Mhm.
try, but never done it.
Yeah, neither have I. My favorite holiday is the one that just passed. Is Halloween. The whole month of October, the whole month, I just watch a lot of horror stuff. I try to watch one horror thing a day. Um, I'm into to like the scary stuff. I hope that I get like jump scared, but most of the time I end up just critiquing shit.
Yeah.
Um,
What's your favorite horror film?
oh, The Shining. The
What's your
Shining.
favorite scary movie?
Are you looking outside my window? But yeah. So I absolutely love Halloween. I just love how um I liked how some people that are creative make their costume and they come out with some fire ass stuff.
Yeah,
I like how it's the 1 year for all the bozos. They could finally be in their own skin and not pretend to be something that they're not.
yeah.
um, I love my favorite candy to eat is chocolates. So Snickers, Twix, Milky Way, um paydays. Like I just love chocolate. Anything that's chocolate or caramelly, like I like.
So you like the
Except
nougat?
yeah, but I don't like Kit Kats though. Kit Kat is like,
What?
yeah, I don't know why, man. It just doesn't do it
I'm
for
not.
me.
I'm not a chocolate person.
Ew.
Like
My man say you don't
I'm.
like Kit Kat?
I'm not a chocolate person. So I'm not like one of those. Oh, I have to have chocolate. Or like if you want the munchies, I wouldn't. Chocolate's not my first rodeo. Um, but a Kit Kat,
Yeah, I don't know
really?
why, man. I just doesn't do it for me.
I'll put a
Um,
Kit Kat in the freezer, let that shit cool down a bit, eat that shit a little cold.
Mm-hmm.
Mad
um,
good.
and then especially at this time of the year, like November, December, is like really the family holiday stuff. Like my wife, she loves the Christmas. She loves like right now she spent close to like a buck something on matching pajamas for everybody. Even the fucking cat and dog have matching pajamas. No, I'm not. I'm not even exaggerating this. I'm being dead ass.
That's cute though.
You know, she loves the decorating. She loves the lights. She loves the festivities. But this is gonna be the first year, depending on how everything goes. If this fucking shit, goes up or down or whatever the fuck happens, that we're not gonna be able to go out, together to do family-ish things. Like, for
Yeah.
example, we don't really do it often. I'm not saying that we do it every year, but we like to go see the lights and stuff, you know, and
Where?
just to like the city,
Um,
you know, or like down, like we'll go to um like the botanical gardens has things going on, the zoo has lights and stuff going on. Sometimes I don't remember last year if they did, but
there's a
just
thing you can look into in Randall's Island. It's called Lumino City.
yeah.
You can check there. It's basically Christmas shit.
Oh, okay, definitely. And just like being able to drink your hot chocolate or your cocoa or your tea, whatever. It's just something about that feeling, and
Hmm.
if you know me, I just love being in a good hoodie. There's one hoodie that I always wear no matter what, is my fucking blue one. It has like the perfect, I don't know, ratio to fucking wool to whatever the fuck is called, polyester. But I just love it. And then with the family thing this year, it's just like, I don't know about y'all families, but over the years my family has got less and less togethery, and everything's been more spread out, only because a lot of us have our immediate families, then everybody has another fucking group that you go to, so it's becoming less and less. But this year I wanted to do what you said, the Friendsgiving thing.
Yeah.
But just as much as I would love to, there's a lot of just things that I would hope everybody could just nip in the butt and put to the side. So for my in my process, I think that with time passing, things would clear up and people would get over things. But for my wife, what I'm doing for her is I'm gonna go out, order her some tables, some chairs and stuff, so she can have her family come over. Um, and then I'm just gonna eat like a plate or two, not even a plate or two, just like maybe whatever I can. And then from here, I'm just gonna go to my mom's house, just myself, and it'll be something different because I've never actually done that in that way. But yeah. So when it comes to holidays, Christmas, I don't really care so much because it's a lot of fucking money spending, like just for me. And then Halloween would be my favorite. And then Thanksgiving, I just love everybody's like signature dish. Whatever you say that is your thing, I'm all for it. Coquito is my to go drink, and
I'm selling coquito this year. I'm just saying.
Word?
well, that's a
Yeah.
good segue into our next one, um, entrepreneurship. So
Shit, you selling? What else you selling?
What else you want? I'm selling my seafood salad.
Oh
Hold up.
nah,
bro,
you know, pro.
bro,
I know.
bro, bro, bro. That's
My man, my man
hey
about to drop bread on
for
that.
the listeners that are out there. We had possibly our last and only fair shake dinner when it was all of us, right? And we all either brought something or made something. And Fats made this seafood salad, and everybody's like they grabbed a little bit of it, but seafood salad is, if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, forget about it, bro. I got up at least three fucking times to eat seafood salad alone. And then when we was leaving, I was like, yo, Fats, you gotta let me get some of that shit to take home. I went home, ate maybe like a spoon or two, right? Put it away, put it in the refrigerator. In the morning, I woke up. This is no exaggeration. I didn't even brush my fucking teeth, okay? In the morning, I woke up, got up, didn't put that shit in the microwave. I grabbed it just like that, had the whole thing of fucking seafood salad, and then we played softball that day too. I was like, "Fuck
Wow.
this! This shit is it slaps." But you had mentioned about selling stuff, and I just want to
Yeah.
touch up on it a bit quick with everyone becoming an entrepreneur during this COVID. How do you guys feel about it?
um, there's some like it's cool, you gotta make your money somehow. But I feel like like a lot of people are like copying other people, which is kind of corny to me. Um,
That's for
what
sure.
else? There's some people that are doing some stuff that are just weird. Like I don't see how there's a market for their items that they're doing. But I don't know. Like to each their own, I guess. But it's funny how everybody just became they made their own business during this thing. No offense to anybody that did, but like it didn't take a pandemic for you to do this.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, like from my perspective, I've been doing it as well. Me and my wife, we've done put money together. We bought a printer and a cricket machine, but we did it before COVID, basically. She had gotten this cricket machine for her birthday. Her birthday's in February, so we could customize shirts, cups, bottles, shit like that. Then we took the next step. We bought a printer so we could do full on color images on shirts, hats, and stuff like that. We didn't make a lot. So far we've made about $600. But you see, you do things, and I haven't promoted myself out there. I've told a couple people what I was doing, and then people offer, to buy things, whatever. And instead of buying things, they go into other people, and those people start buying things so they can do it, try to make the money. I've already seen about three people that doing the same thing that we're doing, basically. And it kind of sucks because it's like, okay, you told me you're gonna make money, you're gonna make me money by coming to me. Now you're gonna go to them because they're closer to you. You get it. It's whatever,
Hmm.
but you got to make, like Chris was saying, if it makes sense, it makes sense. Half the shit people are doing now don't make no type of sense at all. If
Do you have an
there's a
example of
market,
one,
I
I don't
don't
Chris?
wanna
really want to.
I don't wanna
Yeah,
name names.
I don't want to put it out there,
Oh, okay,
but
I understand out of respect. No problem.
it's all right. I'm just gonna give you like a pretty much a hint. If it was popular, like it was popular back then, maybe like 2003 2000 to 2006. I don't see it popular anymore, but yet you're bringing it into the market. I don't, me personally, I don't think you're gonna make money with that. That's just me.
Yeah.
And then there's some people trying to do it, make money, and then they're too lazy to do it,
No, I feel you.
which don't make sense. Or you want to overcharge, and you're not a pro yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're not a master at your art. You don't rent your own space to be charging what people charge in like shops and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like some people are ODing with it. Like I know personally, I know about 10 people that making that
God
is doing
damn, that's wild.
that's doing exactly what I'm doing.
That's wild.
10 people that are make customizing shirts now. Fine.
That's
Like I said, you do what you want, whatever. I know people that are getting in and making cosmetics and shit like that. I know people that are out there doing, they want to do nails and cut hair. Everybody want to be a fashionist now. Like I said, you making money how you making money, but it's weird that it takes a pandemic for you to bring out your business side. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the other years prior to the pandemic for you to do it? You know what I'm saying? Like if you was doing it before, you'd have your customers already, and then during the pandemic, you would have made more money than after. You get what I'm saying? Because people already know you, people already trust you, people already seen your supply or whatever. They've already witnessed your art. So they know what you're about. So why is it that it takes you being home and most of the people that are doing it now, have been home prior to the pandemic, had no job or nothing, and now you want to do it. I'm just saying, like it don't make
Yeah.
no sense.
Well, from other than you that I know, you've been doing it. The only other person that I know that does things like that, but she's been doing it forever, is my mom. She's has her own party shop out of her own apartment that she does, like party
Yeah,
favors,
yeah, I've
shirts,
seen her stuff.
bows and everything, and she's done it for years now. So um I can't really, other than you and her, I don't know who else has done things like that.
Mm.
Um, but I think if for the entrepreneur side, if you could find, like Chris said, a market that applies to what you're doing, then by all means, put yourself out there for that. But for you to piggyback off someone else's ideas and try to charge and do exactly as you said, um, for me, you get no respect for that. So that's where I stand.
That's what I'm saying, and that's another thing. Your mom's been doing it for years. So somebody comes and sees what she's doing. Oh, I could do it too. They go and do that, and now they trying to take her business and trying to take her customers and make money off of her idea. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
that's dumb. Like try to be original. Like
All
try
right.
try to be original. Should have been doing that shit for the longest.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for today. See you next week with next week's live IRL, and Fats, take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you again for tuning in to the Fair Shake Podcast. Again, like, comment, subscribe, follow at all social media platforms, all platforms that have a podcast area or tab, and make sure you tune into our next episode. And as always, thank you for your support and your consecutive tuning in. This is Fats, the Beast, and Fair Shake Podcast signing off.
Fair Shake Podcast, sucker, sucker, sucker.